Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Last time was a bit of a train wreck, mostly because I was recording this at 1 AM and, decided to do live commentary with that. Today, well, this was also a bit of a train wreck because this is post-commentary as I recorded this at 2 AM because I clearly learned my lesson last time. Well, technically I did because I decided to do post-commentary this time. But that was also mostly because I would not be able to record this in peace because people were still up at that time. Yeah. Anyway, Rolling Green Galaxy, rolling in the clouds. Figured I might as well get this one out the way first. And these levels, I mean, you can tell like they made these levels specifically to say like, hey, we're using the motion controls to their full potential. Yeah, but these levels are, well, slightly annoying. Like, I was dreading this, but actually doing it, it wasn't too bad. Oh, and yeah, right here, my controller wasn't working for some reason. Like my nunchuck, yeah. So that happened, but yeah, this level was not as bad as I remembered. I think that was mostly because I was remembering the, like, level that dealt with this in Super Mario Galaxy 2, which was like a post-game level, like you unlocked it after you beat the final boss, and it was ridiculously hard. Like, I remember being stuck on that for days, and yeah, that just caused me to just view all of these levels as bad. But for the most part, this one, it's not too bad. I just don't like how you have to use the Wiimote for this. I mean, this would have, I mean, it's not like you're even balancing. Like, you could just use the analog stick for this. Like, there's no need to balance. Mario's never gonna fall off. He just, and yeah, like, even the enemies don't really serve, like, a major threat because you just roll over them. You only really have to watch out for, like, falling off the edge, and I guess that's what the enemies can sort of do, like, right here. If you hit an enemy too fast, they could, just sort of act as a bump and cause you to plummet into the abyss. And I was just being super extra careful here. Because, yeah, it's super easy to fall off here. But, yeah, they could have got the same, just, I don't know. I mean, I don't see why this absolutely needed motion controls. Just using the analog stick would have sufficed, really. And, yeah, I did not care about those star bits to go across that little path right there. Overall, these levels just serve as like a minor annoyance / inconvenience, but it's still just like you don't need motion controls for this. You just don't. And yeah, I was not going to risk doing that jump over on the right, so of course I'm going to take the precarious path, just getting rid of all the Goombas first, so they don't, chase me. Seriously, like I was going to get the momentum to do that jump. They were out of their minds. I think this is the path I always take for this level regardless. But I do like how the music is on these stages. It speeds up as you speed up. That's a nice touch. And then you just got to guide the ball into the hole. I had a little trouble there. Once you do that, you get a star. And then you gotta make like Super Mario Brothers 1 and, get to the top of the flagpole. Well, I say Super Mario Brothers 1, I mean, they brought that back for 3D World, so I guess I can't really say too much about that. Oh yeah, and, 3D Land as well. And the new Super Mario Brothers series. Okay, maybe I should just shut the hell up now. That seems like a wise idea. But alright, first level complete. And, we're back here on the, outside area because there's some plot going on. It seems that a Prankster Comet has appeared somewhere. Prankster Comets have very strange effects on galaxies. If you want to learn more about these curious comets, ask the little who knows about such things. Yeah, so Prankster Comets, these generally suck. Some are easier than others, but for the most part, like, some of these will just have you on the verge of killing something. They're just, essentially what they are is just an extra challenge to a level that you already beat, just to get a new star. Yeah, Prankster Comets always stirring up trouble. Speedy Comets limit the amount of time you can spend there. Daredevil Comets leave you with low life. Cosmic Comets make you race a mirror of yourself. Fast Forward Comets make your enemies move faster. The fun part is trying each one out. Yeah, the fun part. But yeah, essentially I was just going back here to see if there was a Prankster Comet that I could go ahead and get out the way. And, yep, there was. Right there in the Good Egg Galaxy, a Speedy Comet. So essentially, Speedy Comets, they're time trials. You just do that. You have to beat the level in the allotted amount of time. I mean, if you play Mario, you're kind of used to that. Granted, they don't tend to have time limits in the 3D games, well, except for 3D World, but yeah. You have to do this whole level in how much was it 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes? Oh, 4 minutes. Okay. So yep, the very first level of the game, you have 4 minutes to complete. It's not that bad as long as you know what you're doing. I was just making a straight shot to the boss, and really the boss is like the toughest part of this particular challenge, but even then it's not anything major. As long as you remember what you have to do and don't waste time. Oh yeah, right here you can lose a lot of time too because of the mud. But yeah, as long as you know what you're doing and, you know, don't waste time, you'll succeed. And I was just taking unnecessary risks with these chain chomps. Well, they're not on chains, so are they technically... So they're just called chomps then. They're not chain chomps. Interesting. That was just stupidity on my part. But, yeah, it's right there past me. You can go ahead and get it. Yeah, there you go. Try not to die. Well, I mean, I didn't die if I'm sitting here recording this now. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to be quiet and just watch the commentary. Well, I can't be quiet. I need to talk over this. It is commentary after all. This is just getting very awkward. So let us... Yeah, now that we're off Mud Planet there, we can actually talk about some, you know, other things that are going on. This is just a train wreck right off the bat. Okay. Well, there's nothing else for me to really comment on right here. I'm just doing the first level very fast. And very poorly because I'm just making stupid decisions with these chain chomps, or just regular chomps. And I still wanted to be a little show-off here. It's like, I'm gonna kill one. Because I thought it would get me coins. It didn't. Well, hey, I mean, star bits, that's a nice substitute, I guess. Yeah, I could have saved quite a bit of time here, but hey, at least I did it in the long run. And I like how they call this, you know, speed run, where, yeah, I'm quite sure a professional speedrunner could utterly destroy the time I made for this. I'm not really doing too many speed tricks. Like, I probably could have got through here with a well-timed triple jump, but eh, my way still worked out. And I believe we're landing, yep, landing on this planet now to fight the boss. Once again, not much to say here, it's just the same exact boss, you just have to defeat him faster, and sad thing is, I think my first time fighting him, I actually managed to defeat him faster than I did in this challenge. That is saying something. Well, I mean, they are pretty lenient in regards of time. I mean, 4 minutes, and I forgot how much time I ended with. I think it might have been a straight minute. But yeah, I was having a little trouble there, but finally, oh, okay, I ended with 1:10, so yeah. And I was doing some things that were kind of slowing me down, especially on Chomp Planet there. Oh, and I don't like the fact that they're still counting down the timer before you have the star. That could really screw you over. Like, you beat a boss with a second to spare, and then it's like, oh, here you are, we're gonna spawn you on the other side of the planet away from the star. That must hurt. And I think that has happened to me before. So yeah, that does, in fact, hurt very bad. But now that that's over and done with, just decided to go back and check and see if there was another Prankster Comet. There was not, so we're gonna go back to the, was it the terrace? The terrace, because I think that's the garden, and then the terrace is right there, and whatever, one or the other. We're just gonna go back to here to do another level in the natural progression of the game thing. Yeah. Post-commentary is so weird for Super Mario Galaxy. This is just... no. No, this is very awkward indeed. But anyway, back to the Space Junk Galaxy to do the next star here, and it is Camella's airship attack. Oh yeah, that's right, we're fighting Camella the Magic Koopa. She was just added to this game for reasons. I mean, you would have thought they would have had you fight Kamek here, because it is confirmed that Kamek was in the opening cutscene. Like, he was the one that blasted Mario away, but instead you're fighting Camella. They could have at least had a throwback to like the Paper Mario games and have you fight Cammy Koopa, but no, Camella. Okay. Yep, Captain Toad, of course, of course. Yeah, just talking to him, he served no real purpose being there, but yeah, we're just going through these little airships on our way to find Camella the Magic Koopa. Seriously, that just annoys me. You could have had us fight Kamek. And granted, you can't really tell Kamek apart from a regular Magic Koopa in this game, but still would have been a nice touch. I don't even know what I was doing here. I was just wasting time and trying to see if there was like any hidden collectibles up here and stuff. Part of me thought if I would have gone to the very... what is that thing that sticks out the front of the ship? Well, that I tried walking on, but then I slipped off the side like a few seconds ago. Thought if I reached the end of that, I would have had a, like a 1-up at the end, but after I slipped off that first time, I was like, yeah, it's not worth it for me to check. At least I managed to get a 1-up there. So they're telling you about the jump and spin combo, which I had already been exploiting. And you kind of have to beat the game. And even levels prior to this, if memory serves correctly. Yeah, right here, this is introducing you to the concept of chests. You can't open them by spinning, you need to throw a shell at them. This is like never really a mechanic you have to use. Plus, I don't like how the shells disappear after they hit like one thing. You would expect them to, like bounce and stuff. But, whatever. Like, outside of this level, I only remember like one other level where breaking open chests with the shell is a thing. I don't know why they added it. I mean, for this boss fight, you do have to use shells, so I understand the concept of like throwing shells being a thing, but throwing shells to break open chests, there's only one other level to my recollection that has you doing that. I could be wrong, but I only remember one. And even then, like, you use shells in that level for an entirely different purpose. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Yeah, right here, you gotta use the shells to defeat those little guys that you can't reach. Sort of incremental learning, getting you ready for the boss encounter. I just wanted to say hi to that Koopa because, I mean, He's just doing his thing and, you know, just walking. I wasn't gonna jump on him right off the bat, you know, just ram my face right into him and say hi, how's it going? Okay. Yeah, you don't even really need that extra health right there. This boss fight is not too difficult. I mean, it is a little bit tougher than what we've faced so far, but even then, it's like, it's not that bad. Anyway, that's Camella. And she is really big. And she is also really easy. So yeah, you watch out for those little fireballs, and then you gotta wait for the shell to stop moving, and then you pick up the shell, and then you toss it at her. I was just trying to find like the best vantage point possible. And there we go. Okay, seriously, garbage truck, you want to make that much noise right now? Oh, now you want to come early. Like every other day, it's like, yeah, we're going to come through at 5 p.m. But no, today, oh yeah, 9:30. We're going to be doing our jobs in a competent fashion. And I know I'm not talking about this boss fight, but I mean, it's simple. It's simple. Oh, but except this time she summons Magic Koopas that you kill and they don't respawn because this fight is not hard at all. Oh my god, the garbage truck is so loud right now. And yeah, really, you don't even have to kill them both. I don't even know what I was aiming at there. I mean, you don't have to kill them both, but it's, you know, in your best interest. But I mean, this fight is not. It's just there. It's just there. I guess they felt like, you know what? We had bosses in the other, like, normal galaxies. Might as well have one now. When I say bosses, I guess this would be considered a mini-boss. Yeah, because, you know, you fight Bowser Jr. and Bowser's, like, the main bosses of the little hubs. But, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. But then again, there are, like, things that are considered, like, mini-bosses in a sense. And these bosses sort of take like more hits than what you would consider a mini boss to take. I mean, like, mini bosses generally take 3 hits. These bosses take like, I don't know. This is just getting all kinds of weird now. But at least we unlocked a new galaxy in this area. Anybody spotted where detecting massive energy spikes? Yeah. Although we won't be getting to that boss for a long while. Because, I mean, I'm going to complete, you know, the hubs. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did. We unlocked the boss before we unlocked the last galaxy here? That is weird. But yeah, Bowser's Star Reactor. It's going to be a while before we get to that one. Because, yeah, I'm going to be completing, like, all the Prankster Comets as they show up and doing everything in the hubs before we get to the actual bosses. So, yeah. That was just me trying to cut some time. But because I didn't learn my lesson, yeah. I managed to save, like, well, no time whatsoever because, you know, by the time the little portal light thing would have brought me back down to the first level, it's like, yeah, me falling off the edge. Essentially the same amount of time. But yeah, just coming back here to check for any and all Prankster Comets, and lo and behold, there is one in the Honey Hive Galaxy. Cosmic Comet in orbit. Oh boy. So yeah, the Cosmic Comets. Once again, this was something that Mario Galaxy 2 made me despise and dread. But the mechanic was really changed for Galaxy 2. Though I can't remember if that gimmick is at play at some point in this game, but well, Cosmic Clones in Galaxy 2, you would essentially have to beat the level while like a shadow or doppelganger of yourself was constantly chasing you down. So if you like stopped moving at any point, you would be hit by that clone of yours, and yeah. So essentially those levels meant you had to like just keep moving, never stop, and they tended to be very annoying. These levels, you're just racing a clone of yourself. It's still annoying, but not as bad as the Cosmic Clone things from Galaxy 2. But like I said, I don't remember if like a level or two has that gimmick in here. But based on this little race, now I'm thinking that might not be the case. But either way, I mean, in both styles of the level, you have to keep moving. Like here, I'm racing a clone of myself that's kind of like a better gamer than me. So, of course, I can never stop moving, but yeah, you get a lot of leeway, and I think he might have taken the long way around somewhere. I don't know, it felt like I left him very much in the dust when we were like neck and neck for the longest, so yeah. That was the first of many cosmic clone races. They're going to get a lot harder than that one. Rest assured. Yeah, just making sure no more Prankster Comets here, and yeah, I think that's actually going to be it for this area. Like, yeah, no more Prankster Comets will show up here, so hey, that's good news for me. Let's have to go back to the complete. But I will be going back to those two levels for 2 more stars that we won't be able to get until a little later. By a little later, I mean like quite possibly the next video or even the one after that. We're not too far off from that. And then of course I could just check the map. I never thought to, like, that thought never occurred to me. Anyway, Prankster Comet in the Space Junk Galaxy. It's a Speedy Comet. And this one was a bit on the, okay, well I say it was a bit on the tough side. It was more stressful than tough. Full Star Path speed run, yeah. I mean, that level, like just doing it normally took me forever, and oh, plus you have that section at the end where the platforms appear out of nowhere and stuff, and that is stressful because you have to go through there fast. And you only have 4 minutes. And I screwed this up royally. But yeah, that first Speedy Comet, that's like, okay, we're gonna get you accustomed to what you need to do, but like this was like, okay, you know what you need to do. We're not holding your hand right now, so go ahead and do your thing. And I managed to do it, but it was still, like, and just looking back on this is the level where my commentary fell apart horrendously in the previous part. It's kind of amazing. I still think it was utterly strange how I managed to, like, just completely come across as incoherent and quite possibly suffering a stroke, while at the same time playing at an above average level. Fatigue does crazy things to a body. Seriously, I don't even know what was going on with me like last time. Like, I'm just, and in my mind, like, I sort of remember my mindset at the time. Like, I felt lucid, I felt coherent, but my words weren't matching what was going on in my brain. I don't even know what was going on right here. I think that was, oh wait, that was me trying to grab onto that while I'm on the other side of the freaking planet, because Mario cannot clip through solid things. Well, certain solid things. I'm sure speedrunners that were able to figure it out, but yeah, like, I do remember at one point there was something that was going on, and I think I said like, I hate this Steam sale or something. And, but in my mind I was thinking like, man, I really hate this, like, this obstacle that's currently in my way. I should express that. And then it came out as Steam sale for some reason, or whatever I said at that time. Or at one point I'm just randomly talking about lunch, and then how, like one point I do remember when I was looking this back, like, why am I talking about people being lactose intolerant when I'm clearly talking about lunch? Like, my mind at the time, I was thinking about that Rocky Road Galaxy or something, so I was going back to talking about ice cream, dealing with that, while I was talking about lunch for some reason during this part, and yeah, it was just a mess. I kind of want to record more stuff at, like, you know, all hours of the night where I'm clearly not in any like, just not in any position to do any talking because of just how insane that part was. I mean, it was utterly insane, but I kind of enjoyed it. And, like, some sick part of me really enjoyed how crazy and nonsensical I was. And I probably won't make that a everyday thing. I mean, that could be catastrophic in some games. And yeah, you know, it's a speed run, and yet here I am taking my time. When I knew full and well I had to hurry up to get that last silver star because the real star would show up right at the start of this area. Yeah, it's just so harsh. Yep. All the way back there. So rude. So rude. And the timer is still going down. And of course, if at any point you lose a life during a Speedy Prankster Comet challenge thing, you have to start all over. There are no checkpoints for that. But yay, I mean, you know, we did a lot in this part. We got... Holy crap, did we actually get 5 stars here? See, I did 3 Prankster Comets, 1 side galaxy, and 1 normal galaxy level. Yeah, 5 stars. Alright. Kind of a packed part here, and we're still ending before the 30-minute mark. Yeah. This is a nice little part right here, but it won't be an everyday thing, because some of these Prankster Comet challenges will take me a few attempts, and the levels are only going to get longer from here on out. But yep, no more Prankster Comets in the area, so next time we're going to be doing some regular levels. Yeah, we're probably going to finish off that galaxy that I cannot... Space Junk Galaxy. There we go. And we might be able to start Battle Rock. Well, of course, I mean, we're going to finish off Space Junk. There's only 1 level left. But, alright, whatever. I'm rambling now. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. And see you next time for some more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Hopefully with 90% more live commentary. Well, of course, it's going to have more live commentary since I'm about to record that now. But, okay, whatever. I'm rambling now. Goodbye.